Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us for another Take 5 episode with Travel Gossip. Today I'm joined with Alfredo from Long Island.
Hi.
Hi Alfredo, nice to have you with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here. I think I'm happier than almost anybody else because my career started in the UK. So it's great to be back.
Brilliant, well it's good to have you with us certainly. So a good place to start I think would be if you could tell us a bit more about the historical significance of Long Island.
Absolutely. We're in a really good time in Long Island now because we have so many things coming up. And one of them is actually the celebration of the Gatsby, the Great Gatsby, the Roaring Twenties, and all the magic that came along with it. So into the next year, we'll see a lot of celebrations, events, parties, all connected to that historical, great times of cultural and historical development in Long Island.
Brilliant, well it sounds fantastic. Lots of things coming up for Long Island.
Yeah. Well, along with the historical, we actually have a very important sporting event. The Ryder Cup will be hosted in Long Island next year in 2024. And the Ryder Cup, and as we know, is a highly international competitive golfing event. It's also an amazing tourism opportunity. Whether you're a golfer or a non-golfer, you'll want to visit the area because there will be it's a year of preparations, a year of events, and needless to say, everything that walks up to the Ryder Cup will have some tourism significance, and we're really happy to have the Ryder Cup in Long Island next year.
Okay, brilliant. So accessibility is quite important for travellers. So could you tell us how we can reach Long Island?
Absolutely, and we happen to have a geographical advantage there as well. Located, Long Island is actually the eastern extension from Manhattan, from New York City. So as you know, most of the flights from London to JFK, it's 5.5, 6 hours max. And then once you're at JFK, or even if you're in the other airports in the area within Newark, then Long Island starts right there at the boroughs of Brooklyn and Queens and extends 140 kilometers into all the way into Montauk. So accessibility, yes, one of the largest airports in the world, JFK is right there.
Now, sports plays an important role in the development of international tourism. So is there anything else in the pipeline for Long Island? I know we've touched on the Ryder Cup already.
Well, actually, in 2025, the U.S. Open will be played also.
Wow.
And I just don't want to concentrate on golf. It just happens that we're very lucky that in 2024 we have the Ryder Cup, and in 2025 the U.S. Open, two amazing. But throughout the island and throughout the year, because we are a year-round destination, we have basketball and we have baseball and we have all those American sports that are so. Well, they used to be just a domestic attraction, but now they're international. As you know, every year we're now playing American football here in London. So we have it's a number of things. It's the sports, it's the activities, it's the different events, and needless to say, it's the fact that Long Island is that perfect complement to the New York City experience. Travel agents and travel professionals have been buying New York City as a product for decades. This sales mission with New York State, specifically for Long Island, is being able to offer the agents something more additional, because you're not going to spend your whole 2-week holiday in New York City. What you're going to do is go out and explore, and we have some of the most beautiful beaches between Long Beach and Montauk. These are world-class beaches that sometimes some agents think that they're concentrating somewhere else, and no. From April through September we have amazing weather and the beaches are there. The other, of course, is that geographical proximity to New York City, and really from there to anywhere within New York State. So I think what I always say is Long Island is the perfect complement to your New York City experience.
Sounds fantastic. And do you have any final words for our viewing agents?
Well, yeah, for the agents, I think it's very important for the agents to really know and actually take a minute and look at the map. I mean, it sounds basic, but if you look at the map, then in your head, you already start to think, okay, this is where Manhattan is, this is where the borough, this is Long Island, it's 140 miles long, and in your head, you're already planning what your client wants. So if one of your clients happens to say, well, we've heard about your beautiful hotel in Montauk, and it happens to be a 3-hour drive, well, the agent, having seen the map, can already start planning. This is not a lunch trip. This is a day trip. So what I would like to advise to your amazing agents is, look at the map and look at some of the most basic things we have and start thinking ahead and saying, well, we could spend so many days here, and then we can take and create an itinerary that goes from Western Long Island on the beaches to Central Long Island for the shopping, all the way to the fine wine country in the North Fork and so forth. So that's what I would suggest to the agents, is just let's get back to the basics. What's available and how do you get there?
Brilliant. Well, that was a fantastic overview to Long Island. Thanks so much for that, Alfredo, and shedding some great insights there. It's been great having you with us, and thanks to everyone for watching.
Thank you, everyone.